Hi guys, good morning. So basically, I was explaining this thing to one of the member of this group and also one of our client. So I thought to record this video and to explain this thing to everyone. Basically, it's a technique or strategy. Maybe you guys also need it in future, or you maybe also needs to launch a new product with the having slightly difference in the size or in the design that looks similar. So according to my experience, there are total four things that we can do in this situation. One, we may launch as a new listing under a new parent. The second thing is we may launch as a new variation under existing listing. Third thing is we may launch on the same ASIN, same parent, same SKU, and the fourth thing is launch on the same ASIN, different SKU. The first one, or the first technique is you can say that it's a completely new listing. The second technique is like it's a new variation, but it's under the same parent. Third is use same ASIN, same parent, same SKU. Fourth one is use the same ASIN but a different SKU. So maybe some of you are not aware of what basically SKU is. SKU, you can in easy words you can say that SKU is for the backend, and you can say that SKU is the offers. Like how many offers do you have in your listings? It's not like the different color or the variation. It's like, for example, you're selling also as an FBA, as also as an FBM. So you can create the different SKUs for the same ASIN, same landing page, or the same product. And the FNSKU, the other thing will be the FNSKU. FNSKU is the barcode that we do apply on our product. And if you have any query concern regarding this, you can contact us anytime. In the first technique, like launch as a new listing under new parent, here we will create a new listing and new parent ASIN. We will be needing the new UPC codes or GTIN and launch it from scratch. The positive thing is that it will be a new ASIN, and will be if you are also selling the old variation, it will be the, you can say, it will be a separate listing, have more real estate. But the bad part is like we need to launch it from scratch, and no reviews, no sales history, you will be needing more investment on it, and of course needs to be readable. So if we are going to just change the existing listing, then we don't recommend you to do this. If you are going to launch a slightly different product, then you can think about it, but it's not recommended because the listing will be new and it will be hard to launch it from scratch if the niche is competitive. The second way is launch as a new variation under existing brand. So here what we do, we will just create a new variation on our same parent, and we will sell it under that parent listing. So the positive things will be that reviews will get merged, it will be slightly easier to launch, but still we will be needing to do some giveaways. The reason of this is because if you are selling under the variation, you have observed that if the best selling gets out of stock, then the overall sales also gets a drop. It is because only the best selling ASIN is ranked on the best top of the keywords. We are not focusing on other variations, and only the best one is selling. So in this case, you will be needing to do slightly some launch or use some PPC strategy to bring those variation also up on the keywords, so that your ranking won't get disturbed. So this is the conclusion of the second process. And the third one is launch on the same ASIN, same parent, same SKU. It is you can use this technique if you you don't want to relabel the product. So here we will simply edit the listing images and then do the case and correct the FBA weight and size, etc. Everything will be same that we have, like preview reviews, our ranking and everything will be remain same, but the ranking will slightly get affected, because when we are going to send the stock, we need to be out of stock for the old ones or for the previous design, because if we send the both stock at once, it will be get mixed up. So we can only send the stock once the product gets completely out of stock. And the next thing is that once new edition gets out of stock, if it do take few days for sending the new stock, so it will be remain as an out of stock, and it will slightly affect your product if you are out of stock. Then you need to do the case for FBA pieces to get them correct. For example, if you are doing a small size, then you must need to do the case to get the FBA size correct. And the worst one is that if, for example, if you get a return of your old design after the 30 days, then you, like for example, Amazon's return policies of 30 days, and in that case, for example, you got a return, and your new design is also in the Amazon warehouse and active, and it's active, so it will the return will get mixed up with that stock. So the last technique, or you can say the last strategy, is to launch on same ASIN but the different SKU. And I personally recommend you this because I feel that it's better than others. Here in this case, it's the same process, and we will do the same things that we will do in the previous technique, but just we will create a new SKU, a new offer. You can do it by copy listing, or by by clicking there on your listing and doing add another condition, and you can send the stock there. The positive things is that we can send the stock to FBA even when our old design is in stock. For example, you don't want to get your product to be out of stock, you can send the new design in and wait for the old design to get out of stock. As soon as your old design gets out of stock, you can turn on the new design, or you can activate the new design listing. Everything, the ranking, reviews, everything will be same. It will be easy to find that which unit is of which design. For example, you got a return, as you have the different SKUs and both are having the different barcodes, then your stocks will never get mixed up. So this one thing is a positive thing, but the bad thing that I like, you need to do the relabel your packaging, as in the third technique we don't need to do the repackaging, but in the fourth one we need to do the repackaging, and we can sell one design at a time. For example, if you want to sell both designs, it will not be possible. So if you want to, like for example, if you just want to keep the new design, then it's perfect for you. And that's the last thing, is that you need to do the case to get the FBFCs fixed. The reason behind, or you can say the conclusion of this video, is that it's a loss. For example, if we are doing press S1, it will be a loss if we do close our well-established listing. For example, basically we did this presentation to show our client for a product that is going to be updated, like we were just updating the design. So for her it will be a loss if we close her established listing. If we will be lost all our investment, all our spends on the PPC and whatever we did to get our ranking. Also whatever we did to for like also the reviews, we will lose all the reviews. And yeah, the second thing is, as by the time you better know that every day there are new product launches and so many things going on with Amazon, so your niche gets competitive. Like for example, if you in all listings you are having 50 to 100 reviews, and your listings there from 1 year, it must be the niche must be gets competitive, so it will be difficult to launch a product under it. And the next thing, if we talk about the process 2, if we launch as a new variation color, it will also slightly hurt when the old design gets out of stock, because we need to close the listing, and we we will be needing sales on new design to keep real estate and ranking on them, because the parent and rank depends on all of the variations. If we launch under the same ASIN, same SKU, stock can be merged. And in fourth parts, we just need to do the case for updating the FBA fees and nothing else. So you can do the process too if you are go back to it. Yeah, so you can do the process too. For example, if you want to sell both designs, like for example you just change the size but want to sell both, you can launch it with the process too, and then later on, once when it gets stable, you can break the parent and take it out. And the step 4, if you are going to do the complete launch, and the step 4, if you are just going to update your existing design. And yeah, that's it. If you have any question or if you have anything, feel free to ask. Thank you.